Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of December 18th through 24th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I appreciate the love and support. Hit the like button for sure. We're going to see what it is that's going on with you this week. What is the fight of your life that's coming? What is the biggest, most important, the most major situation that you're involved in right now? What is it that you really need to know? Why are you here watching a tarot reading? Let's see what the message is for you. We've got that lovely star card. Beautiful card, one of my favorite cards of the Thoth deck in terms of its beauty, its colors, its imagery. But let's put that into some context. Already some good stuff coming out. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. We're also going to do a bonus card, confirmation card, mystery card, and that just means that we're going to put it right over here by my coffee mug, which just has water in it. And we're not going to look at that until the very end, and hopefully you'll stick around till the end, and hopefully that will tie the reading together and give us the confirmation that we're looking for. Okay, so what do we have? We have water, earth, major, major, water, earth, major, major, and some fire. So the only air that we really have, looking at this, well, we've got a couple air, but all of the air that we have is in the major arcana, okay? So the first one we had was that star card. This is Aquarius, this is air, this is, I think, this could actually be an Aquarius person coming into your life or already involved in your life somewhere. I was going to say that this is just kind of where your head is at, like where your thoughts are getting their inspiration from. I think in general you have a very strong connection to spirit, to your energy, to your intuition, to your spirit guides, guardian angel, to God, goddess, deity, whatever you want to call it, the divine energy, right? The greater mystery. I think you feel very inspired right now. I think that this time of your life is one of really intense energy coming in. Like really divine blessings, almost like a spiritual grace is coming in. And I think you're going to start feeling that very soon. This card also could specify a certain Aquarius person in your life, okay? And I don't think those two ideas are connected. I think that you're receiving this spiritual grace on the one hand, yes. I think also your situation this week, there might be some importance on an Aquarius person, okay? Let's just put that out there for now. I don't know if that is necessarily going to pan out, but we're going to take a look at some of this other energy here. So, we also have a Two of Cups. Now, if this is an Aquarius person, I wonder if there is some kind of romantic situation going on with this person. If it's not romantic, there's a really deep connection here with you and someone, maybe an Aquarius person. But I think that's kind of at the forefront of your mind right now, is this deep love connection that you have with someone. Okay? I don't think it's like a new person. I think this is someone that you either already kind of know, or maybe someone you're already in a relationship with. Could be professional, could be personal, could be romantic, could be platonic, okay? There's a deep connection there, a lot of love, a lot of affection, really deep caring, deep connection with this person. And I think that is going to be your main kind of concern this week, or your main focus. Maybe not a concern, but a focus. Okay? I really think what's going on is trying to get this relationship back on track, kind of get it out of the dumps a little bit. Because in the recent past, we see the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups, I mean, just look at the colors on that card. Just by seeing the imagery of this card and the colors, the tones of it, something was not really all that great in this relationship, possibly. Okay. Now, I don't want to be too forward. I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to be too blunt with things. But I think things might have been kind of down in the dumps. Things might not have been that great in your relationship lately. Okay. I think maybe last week, maybe the beginning of this week, there are these feelings like things are just kind of rotten right now. But we've got all of this star energy. We've got this Two of Cups energy. So this is in the past. Okay. this is kind of, maybe this is why you're here today, is because you feel in your emotional body, you feel this kind of like, I almost want to say disgust a little bit, but I don't know that that's the right word. I think it's more of just like kind of an icky feeling about things. Things are just not where you want them to be, right? And it's making you feel not so good. But moving into this week with that star card and with this 2 of Cups, I think the focus is going to be on reconnecting with this person, reestablishing the relationship, getting things kind of back on track, getting things to this really balanced, reciprocating, feel good, really, love energy, right? Really positive card here. And especially with this star energy, I think you're really feeling like this spiritual grace, this spiritual intuition, this kind of calm, tranquil, enlightenment kind of feeling, right? I think that's really coming in this week. And I think that's going to give you the focus or the fuel or the desire to really work on this relationship and get it back on track. Okay, and I don't know what any of the problems were. I have a couple of ideas based on what the rest of these cards are. But I think that's the primary. I think you're feeling this sense of not so much urgency, but you're maybe seeing some signs and some signals, experiencing some synchronicity that, wow, yeah, I really need to put my efforts into fixing this thing, getting this 2 of Cups back in action, right? And then in the immediate future, I'm just going to go right to the good stuff. In the immediate future, we see this 9 of Wands. The key word here is strength. I think you're really going to be solidifying this relationship, strengthening it. I think that the sun and the moon are going to be united. They're going to be strong together, right? And what I mean by that is the way you feel, the way you desire the relationship to be, what you really experience inwardly, you're going to manifest that, right? You feel a certain way, but for some reason the external world has kind of been colored a little bit like this 7 of Cups, right? And the 7 of Cups, of course, is ruled by Venus in Scorpio. So this is kind of like, there's just something a little bit icky in that kind of the romance area or this bond, this relationship. And again, it could be a platonic relationship, okay? Someone with whom you're very, very close, but something's kind of getting stinky in that relationship. And I don't know, I don't mean to be gross, but it's just not where it should be, okay? There's a little bit of an icky feeling there. But I think that's changing. I think in the immediate future, 9 of Wands, a lot of strength, the restoration of this bond, right? Really, really strong bond. And not only is this kind of your expression outwardly of what you feel inside, but this is also the strengthening of the connection between the 2 of you, right? Sun and moon are going to be just very, very strong together. They're going to be just in sync, just really kind of experiencing that harmony, right? A lot of resonance. So things are going to get back on track. The relationship is going to get strong. It's going to be strengthened, all right? And what I think this might be based on or caused by, I guess, a little bit, is this Ace of Discs. I think there was something related to money or business, finances, the career, the family business, or whatever, some kind of physical realm stuff, some earning, some kind of work, right? I think there was something going on there that was just kind of caused a problem in the relationship, right? I don't know if the 2 of you work together, if you are running a business together, or you work at the same company, or whatever it is, or you're involved together in some kind of work. Maybe not. I think maybe not. I think this is something that you are kind of involved in, right? If this was maybe a 2 of discs, then I would say, okay, the 2 of you have this kind of business together. But this is an ace. This is 1. So I think this is probably you are dealing with some things in the finances or at work in your career, and that has in some way contributed, I don't want to say caused, but in some way contributed to the situation that you're in now with this bond with this person. Okay, again, could be platonic, could be romantic, either way. But the good news is that 9. The good news is this 9 of Wands is coming out on the other side, and I think this is really a really strong bond, really strengthening the connection between the two of you. And I see what your kind of highest ideal is, right? Because we had that star card kind of showing that you're getting this sense of intuition, these synchronicities are happening to you. You're getting this kind of spiritual or divine grace, right? This influx of spiritual energy and like spiritual vision. And I really think that spiritual vision is of this Sun card, okay? I think this is because, what we have here is the star, right? And I think the particular star for you right now is this one here, the Sun card. And I think that this is really the ideal situation with you and this person. It's almost like the two of you are right down here, just experiencing joy, just having fun together, really having this strong connection, this freedom, this love, this just beauty and joy going on, right? And it's warm, there's a lot of sunshine, it feels good, a lot of love. Okay, so this is kind of the ideal here. The ideal is to have this relationship that is wholesome and healthy and warm and loving, caring, nurturing, life-giving, right? Life-sustaining, right? It's really something that you want it to be there for the long haul. Right? It's not a transient thing with you. It's not a temporary situation. It's someone with whom you have a very close bond, and it could be a friend, it could be a close friend, or even a family member. It's somebody that you want the relationship to be beneficial for everyone involved. You want it to be just really bright and joyful, and again, life-giving, life-sustaining. So that's your ideal. You really want the two of you to both be absolutely, wonderfully, completely fulfilled in your life, fully realized spiritual beings, right? Successful, healthy, happy. And then the two of you together can be just even more than that, right? And I think that's really wonderfully represented by this Sun card. It's really bright, really radiant. And I think this is, again, that's the particular star that's giving you these signs and synchronicities, this spiritual grace, this spiritual insight, this divine kind of understanding, that this is the week to kind of work on this, right? So let's move over now to the path of the Serpent, because there's a few more details here that we should discuss. First one is your general energy. I think you've been all business all the time lately. With this Justice card or Adjustment card, this could possibly be like a hyper focus on career or work or on your professional life. So much that maybe this relationship didn't really get the attention that it needed, right? And I think this is just one factor. It's not the whole cause of things, but this is just one factor that's contributing to the situation we have on the path of the dove. This hyper focus on the professional life, okay? So this is your career, this is your business, this is that singular ace of discs that we see here. And I think it's kind of your general energy. It's what you've been really focused on. Okay. But again, we have these other major arcana cards, this star and this sun, bringing this energy in, providing you with these synchronicities, this influx of spiritual energy. And so I think this is going to change. I think this focus is going to shift from career, from business, from, suit and tie, professional, over to this love, right? Over to this relationship. Again, personal or professional, could be romantic or platonic. I'm not trying to narrow it down or pigeonhole anyone. So take it how it resonates, but it's definitely a very strong connection between you and this other person. Really, really strong connection. So we did that. So the Justice card, Adjustment card. The next card, this is in terms of the relationship itself. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about this Jupiter energy. This is the really beneficial expansiveness, the generosity, right? So I feel like if you were really focused on career and finances and this business, this professional stuff, I think you're doing it for the benefit of everyone, right? It's not like a selfish thing. I think you really have this this generous spirit, this really warm heart, and you want to provide for everyone. You want to be, you want to make sure everybody is enjoying themselves and experiencing pleasure and health and happiness, right? You want everyone to be well taken care of. So while there might have been a lot of focus on the career and on the business, you were doing it for the benefit of others, particularly these people that are close to you, this particular person who may be an Aquarius person, but they're very, very close to you. Okay, it could be, I'm getting the letter K for some reason. Maybe their name starts with a C or a K. I don't. That doesn't happen too often to me. But sometimes I'll just start seeing a letter, you know, or not even see a letter, but hear the sound of the letter. So it's some kind of a C or a K name. Maybe, I don't know. But it's for the benefit of that person primarily, right? And so a lot of this hyper-focus is really meant well. You really have good intentions for all of this. And again, it's just, I think, one contributing factor to the state of the relationship now. But I think this is easily corrected. It's easily like resolved, right? It's not, we don't see anything here that just says that this is just bad, broken, gone, hopeless, right? This is just like things haven't been so well. There's been some requirements for your energy in other areas. I think the business, somewhere here with the career, the work, that's been your focus. And that was necessary. You're doing it for the good of the whole, for the good of the family, the good of you and your partner, or whatever it is. But now I think this week it's time to pull the focus back to this relationship. Again, could be platonic, could be romantic. The fear, worry, or concern card, 3 of discs. I think that this is, in some ways, again, this is you're wanting to go back to this career stuff, to focus on the business, because I think part of you is worried that if you don't have this hyper focus, things are going to spin out of control, right? This is you kind of doing everything yourself. This is you wear like 3 hats, or you know, you have the responsibility on every level. So you feel like you have to do everything, like everything is on you. And if you're not doing it, it's going to just either not get done or not get done right. Okay. So this is like that, you know, if you take a few days, if you shift your focus, what if the business suffers? What if things just really go to shit? Okay. But this is the risk that you run, I guess, right? This is the concern that you have. And I think that, you know, anytime we shift our focus or shift our energies from one thing to the other, there's always that risk of like, well, what if we pull too much energy away from the one thing and it starts to really suffer? Okay. And it could be one of those businesses or one of those work situations where you really have to do like everything, right? Where you really do have to be 24/7 on call, you know, mind, body, soul, everything just committed to that. It could be one of those kinds of jobs, right? But this is the risk that you run, is to pull a little bit of energy away from that. And you know, I bet you it'll still be able to function. You know, maybe not as well if you just divert a little bit of your energy from this over to the path of the dove, this kind of relationship situation. Because what I see on the other side of that, getting over this kind of hesitation or this reluctance, this apprehension, is this terrific Ace of Cups, right? This is that renewed pleasure and joy and satisfaction, fulfillment. This is a really, really great card to get, especially coming out of all of this energy when we kind of began with this, you know, not too pleasant feeling about things, to this just renewal of this wonderful joy, right? So you're taking whatever this kind of, you know, not so good thing, I don't want to use too many descriptive adjectives here, but taking that and kind of refreshing it, renewing it, using some of this star energy, using this 2 of Cups energy, and just building things back up to the Ace and letting it flow down again. You know what I mean? Like taking everything back to the roots, back to the source, like back to the very beginning of the relationship, right? Like just try to get that feeling back and then go forward with that. So this is a return to that almost perfect state, that really that kind of the beginning stages, that the more pure form of that energy, and then going forward with that. So I think this is a really auspicious card. This is really saying that whatever was going on here on the path of the dove is going to be completed on the path of the serpent, and you're going to overcome this challenge, but it's going to have tremendous benefits. You're taking things back to that pure love energy, right? But let's look at this confirmation card. This could completely contradict everything I just said, or this could confirm everything, or this could be some kind of an unknown factor that we didn't even really consider. So what could this be? Maybe it's going to be some more cups, really, but we've gotten the best cup that we could get. I don't think I want to see any more cups, really. This could be some Empress energy, sure. This could, I don't want to speculate. Okay, interesting. Another court card here. Actually, this is the first court card that we have. This is the Queen of Swords. So this could be the other person, right? Because if they are an Aquarius person, that's an air sign person. It could be that they are this air sign person, and they've got this watery aspect to them. It seems like they're waiting for you to make the first move, right? They're waiting for you to make the first effort, right? They're waiting for you to kind of initiate the restoration, the return to this pure Ace of Cups. They're waiting for you to express your intention or desire, or to take the first action to do this. Okay? And that's kind of, even the imagery that we get here is where they're just kind of like, they don't really want to talk about it anymore. Nothing really left to discuss. They're just waiting to see that kind of positive action on your part. Okay? So I think this is an interesting confirmation. That everything else we saw here, I was almost expecting, and I didn't want to say it, I was expecting the World card or the Universe card, right? Which would tell me that you're really not ready to make this move, this shift from all business to a little bit more focus on this stuff. Because that card would tell me that there's going to be a delay, that things are going to continue how they are for some time, okay? And this kind of a similar vibe, right? But I think this person is waiting. There's no indication that this is going to take a long time or that you're going to be reluctant. This is just indicating that this other person, who I think maybe is an Aquarius person or an air sign person, maybe a K or C name, they're waiting for you to make the first move. All right. And with that, we are going to end the reading today. We'll take another look in the extended, see if we can get any other clues or confirmations or anything there. You can become a member to the channel by clicking on the link in the description box. You do have to join at the Serpent level to get access to all of the extendeds. It's a great way to support the channel, and I really do appreciate all of you. I appreciate you being here, sticking around to the end of this video. I do personal readings. All of the information for that is in the description box as well. All right. This was your weekly tarot reading for December 18th through 24th, and I'll see you again soon.